something I can see turning out of that black hole, two luminous discs. The eyes, it might be a face, might be almost a... Good heavens, something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. Oh, yeah, I can see the thing's body now. It's large as a bear. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. It's so awful. The eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is a kind of V-shape with saliva dripping from its rimless lips and seem to quiver and pulsate.
The dust begins to settle in the lounge. A lone figure stands across the library from you. One type of fear is replaced with another.
So, I think our options are either to try and talk to them or to just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
I feel like a little bit of a column A, a little bit of column B is usually our vibe.
Okay.
And we're sure this is a real person, correct, Ben? Like, this is not a ghost.
Sync, go ahead and sync and determine that, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Not a great roll. It's 2 negatives, a neutral, and a positive, which, to be fair, with my 4 is still a +3.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fine. This person is very concretely there of the living realm.
Okay. So, I will indicate this to Alistair and kind of give him a look like, now what?
So, Alistair, feigning a more profound degree of startlement than he's actually feeling, will kind of rear back, and in doing so, accidentally shine his big fucking flashlight directly in this person's face. And just go,
okay.
Oh, shit! We thought this place was abandoned. We're just here for a podcast, man. Don't. Be cool.
A podcast, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Ezra, that puts us in a contest, you versus me.
Okay, so...
A contest is any, as I'm sure we've explained before, whenever 2 or more characters have mutually exclusive goals but aren't directly trying to harm each other, they are in a contest. So go ahead and, what do you try? I guess you're trying to deceive.
I am trying to deceive. I have a +1 and I get a +2 from Flash the Badge, +2 to deceive when fabricating a reason to be somewhere I'm not supposed to be. Doesn't matter how dumb the reason is.
Now, hold on. Did you write down it doesn't matter how dumb the reason is?
It's me. I thought it was implied.
Oh, sure. It would just be very funny if you put in your text, Ben, let me have this.
There's, like, not enough
Ben, let me have
space,
this frowny
but
face.
we can add that for posterity.
Ben,
going forward, that, yes.
Ben, please.
Ben, please. That's... Pardon me while I lose the ability to do math. 4.
I think
Ben's trying to locate my ability to do math.
I dropped a die.
Okay.
It left this plane of reality.
It's joined my dice hoard, Ben. I'm so sorry.
Oh, finally, you have a fate die.
Shut up.
Okay, I am going to roll will to refute that, I guess. For lack of a better phrase. Wait, what did you roll?
4.
Okay, I also rolled a 4.
Ooh, okay.
Scrolling. If there's a tie for the highest result, no one gets a victory, and an unexpected twist occurs. Sure. This could mean several things depending on the situation. The terrain or environment shifts somehow, the parameters of the contest change, or an unanticipated variable shows up and affects all the participants. Okay. you turn to shine your flashlight toward this person who has interrupted this room, this scene that you're having with Saint and an unidentified presence. I guess it's the first time that you've seen any person here. So, it would not be that weird if you were indeed shocked at the presence of someone. But you feign your shock and you shine the light directly in this person's eyes. They hold up their hand to block the light. And when they do, you can see that you see them straining against the light for a little bit. You see them kind of move over toward the entrance that they just came in through. The entrance, I guess, probably from the kitchen. And reach for some antique-looking light switches. Like one of those, it's a pretty big room. It's probably like a panel of 4 or something. And flick all of them up without any discretion as to which ones they've hit. The previously unmentioned, but definitely there the whole time, 2 large chandeliers that are electrically lit. These are faux chandeliers. Kind of snap on with there's a audible like pop and sizzle of electricity as they snap on, and more than one bulb bursts as this room that was barely lit by either of your flashlights suddenly becomes overwhelmed in light and sound. The room dims a little bit as the lights kind of settle in, but that bright flash was enough to disorient everyone here.
Rolls wise, what does that mean for us if I, for example, wanted to start swinging?
That's such a great question.
Take like a negative, or I know disadvantage is not really a thing in Fate, but I could feasibly roll twice. I could take a disadvantage.
A situation aspect is temporary, intended to last only for a single scene or until it no longer makes sense, but no longer than a session at most. Situation aspects can be attached to the environment the scene takes place in, which affects everyone in the scene, but you can also attach them to specific characters by targeting them when you create an advantage. Situation aspects describe significant features of the circumstances the characters are dealing with. That includes sudden changes in a character's status, like sand in my eyes, disarmed, cornered, or covered in slime. Oh, I didn't know it was slime, y'all.
Hey girl, sorry I'm late. I'm covered in slime.
Just a fun Friday night with the boys.
The boys
cornered,
covered in slime.
disoriented, sand in my eyes, covered in slime.
Covered in slime. Boys night.
Why can't we just do things together as a couple? Why do you always have to go out and get slimed with your boys?
Why can't I get sand in my eyes with you? The answer is this is a situational thing, and we'll either need to like leave the room, it sounds like in this case, or I'm just gonna have to deal with this issue until the disorientation stops, like for like a couple rounds or something until I'm over it.
Yeah, pretty much. This is a temporary status effect.
Okay.
Hey, not to, but yeah, like a status effect in Pokemon where it goes away after a few turns.
What is the impact on me if I tried to do something?
Sure, let's give everyone -1 on physical moves.
Okay. Okay.
For the next few rounds.
Okay. Yeah, now here's the question. Now that... Would that affect, including something physical, include, I guess, like, trying to run out of this room? Okay. So, I know that this whole buildup has been like, alright, time to get a fight in. Do we want to just book it?
I feel like, on the one hand, if we book it, they're gonna look for us. And we're going to have to deal with people, and more people are going to look for us.
Yeah, if we knock this dude out, people may not realize that we're...
Yeah, that buys us time, which is something I think we need.
Good. No more need for explanation. Yeah. Time for me to start fighting. Okay. So we need to set, in this case, we will need to set the turn order here. Yeah. Since I have decided I would like to initiate a combat situation, a conflict. As it were. My notice is, which in this case, because it's something physical, it is determined by your notice. My notice is a +1. I'm not very good at it. So what is the notice of my opponent? Do I get to attack them before they attack me?
The notice of your opponent, yours would be a 1 in total.
Yep.
His would also be a 1 in total.
Okay.
Mine's a 2.
So technically Alistair goes first.
Huh.
And then for those of us who are tied, there's like a secondary thing that we could then take, and that will break our tie.
Interesting.
Let me just double check what that is. Turn order. Physical conflicts, that's athletics and then physique. My athletics is also not great. For someone who's a +3 in fight, I don't have any athletics or physique. Does my opponent also have a 0 in athletics and physique? Because if so, that's going to be really funny.
They also have a 0 in athletics or physique.
Great. What is their fight?
2.
Baller.
Although in this case, 1.
Okay, mine is, in this case, a 2. So, let's just say I will go before them.
Okay, so I go first.
You go first, and then me, and then...
Mystery opponent.
Which, to be fair, Alistair, if you want, you can full defend. You don't need to attack if you don't want to.
I could give you my taser.
You could give me your taser.
Makes a resources roll. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Spend your turn just trying to, like, find...
Yeah, roll resources, taser out, safety's off, ready to, primed and ready to fire if you need to prime a taser. I don't know how a fucking taser works.
I don't think so. I think once you turn it on, you can just start tasing.
Right.
You do have to charge it up.
Well, hopefully it's charged.
No, it takes like half a minute.
Oh, yes. Okay, I thought you were talking about, like, power-wise, and I'm like, well, hopefully you charged it before you brought it in here.
But
I think it's...
Yeah. I have
Alistair, you try to find an outlet in this building built in 1910.
Shit.
Alistair, you try and find 2 AA batteries.
I have...
Anyway.
Yeah, no, excuse you. I have a government issue car charger for my taser.
Obviously.
Obviously. What do you take me for?
Do I look like an amateur? Okay, so what are you trying to resource then?
So I would like to, in the spirit of helping Saint to overcome this obstacle of we're blinded and disoriented, I'm gonna be like, cool. I want you to be able to. I want you to turn this into an advantage by being able to act faster and tase this person before they can do whatever.
Oh, you are prepping the taser for me.
I am prepping I am like.
Okay.
I am like getting the taser ready to slap into your hand and like you fire it because you're better at fighting than I am.
Yeah. So I don't need to spend any time charging it up or turning it on or anything. It's ready to go once it's in my hand. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Ben, will you buy that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't hand it to him electric side. Electric side out.
This is you trying to actually fuck me over. You're like, fuck this bitch.
I accidentally tased Saint instead.
Yeah, I just double checked. You for sure have to, like, it's not, you don't press the on button and it has all that electricity flowing through it immediately.
Yeah, it's like
there is a wind-up period.
Charge or whatever.
Okay.
That's not what that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, I ran into that with my Googling, where charging is specifically when you refuel it by plugging it in or swapping out the battery.
Do you have to prime a taser?
Yes.
Or what have you. Okay, well, go ahead and prime that taser for me.
Okay.
I don't know if you probably need to roll for that. You could probably just do that. If that's what you're spending your turn doing. I can't imagine you would have issues turning it on, but I don't know.
No, I doubt it. I don't know. If I need to roll something, I'm rolling resources. Mm-hmm. But that's up to you. I didn't know if this had to be a skill action.
Okay.
Go for the roll.
Okay. Am I taking a negative on that? Does that count as a physical thing?
I wouldn't count that as a physical.
No, I think that's probably what's on your belt and wear is probably a muscle memory thing.
Okay. Okay, that is 2 positives and 2 neutrals plus 1 resources is a 3.
It's a 3.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to say you very simply handle everything that you described. And Saint, congratulations, you are now holding an armed taser.
Baller. Okay. My turn then. What is it fucking called?
Shift?
It's like a shift, right?
Yes,
What would you say the shift on a taser is? Probably a 2?
2.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then I'm going to go to attack this guy. I believe, here I'm rolling my fight, and I am adding my shift to that also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a big old +5 here. Are they all out? I mean, they can react, so they're reacting to my attack with their defense.
If you want, you can forego your action for the exchange.
So that's them. If they wanted to on their turn, they could just defend, which is a little different than resolving
that is
an
full
attack.
Defense, you're right.
Yeah. So I think in this case, they will need to roll, like, a combative attack. And then whatever number is, like, over mine or over theirs is what they take in terms of stress or consequences.
Maybe you twist away from the blow just right, or it looks bad, but it's really just a flesh wound. You exhaust yourself, yada yada. Mentally, stress could mean you just barely manage to ignore an insult or clamp down on an instinctive emotional reaction or something like that. When you take stress, check off a stress box. Okay, am I understanding this correctly? So, like, when you attack them like that, because they are not going to, because it's on your turn and they're not going to take a full round defense.
Oh, they haven't even had a chance to yet.
Haven't even had a chance to. That it's just purely against whatever their innate defense is, i.e., what they're wearing, or do I also roll defense?
I think they get an opportunity to react.
Yeah. Most of the time, you're going to be attacking another character or creating an advantage on your turn, because that's the point of a conflict. Take your opponent out or set things up to make it easier to take your opponent out, as we did with the lights. However, if you have a secondary objective in the conflict scene, you might need to roll an overcome action instead. You'll encounter most of this if you want to move between zones. That's like if you're trying to run away. Or there's a situation aspect in place to making things problematic. Regardless, you only ever get to make one skill roll on your turn in exchange, unless you're defending against someone else's actions. You can do that as many times as you want.
Okay, so presumably if someone, like, for example, attacked Alistair, it didn't attack me and there were a bunch of other NPCs or whatever, I could, once per turn, respond to that by doing something, or I would just have to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense to me. So, but in this case, they're probably going to defend. If there was another buddy here, maybe somebody else would, like, try and defend them.
Absolutely,
or would, like, you know, whatever. But in this case, they are going to roll to defend.
Regardless, you only get to make one skill roll on your turn in an exchange, unless you're defending against someone else's actions, which is why you get to roll in defense. You can do that as many times as you want, presumably as many times as you are attacked.
Yeah.
You can even make defend actions on behalf of others, so long as you fulfill two conditions. It has to be reasonable for you to interpose yourself between the attack and its target, perhaps if you love each other very much. And
or
you
you're standing next to them, maybe.
Yeah, of any failed rolls. Okay, cool. So I am allowed to roll defense.
Yeah.
Cool. Problem fucking solved. So Matty, what did you end up rolling in total?
5.
All right, I am...
What'd you roll? Did you roll a fucking 5? Because if so, I'm gonna scream.
Ben, no.
No, so here's what's fun is I was about to preface, you know, what I was doing verbally, but the dice roll just kind of stopped me in my fucking tracks because it was so bad.
What'd you roll?
So I'm rolling athletics to kind of get out of the way.
Sure.
To kind of like, what's the phrase? Like kite backwards?
Yeah, you're instead of trying to dodge, you are just rolling with my attack to try and get away from it.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, would you roll?
So that's a -2.
Total?
Minus the 1 penalty that I put for all physical actions.
So you're taking 8 damage.
What?
Plus 1 for what they're wearing.
Okay.
That's
so
still
you're taking 7
damage.
Great.
So anyway, that's a successful hit with the taser.
Yeah, which is this is so funny. You have to take either all of your physical stress and then some consequences, or all of your consequences and some physical stress along with it.
That's all right. All stress and the consequence of being unconscious.
Okay, great. Can I describe what it looks like?
Absolutely. Fight resolved. Congratulations, Matthew.
Great. I would like to, okay, for the listeners' sake, I've been watching a lot of John Wick again recently. So I imagine this is a John Wick-ass fight. This is so funny for a guy who's like, I just want to help people. Anyway, fuck you! I'm gonna grab him by the collar, and, like, taser God, what is the most effective place to tase somebody? I mean, probably anywhere, right? I don't know how tasers work.
Chest is usually...
Yeah, so I'll get him in the...
You're not supposed to do the chest because that's where the fucking
You're not supposed to do the chest because I think that's
so I'm gonna
kill people with the taser.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the...
Up real quick, where to tase?
I'm gonna go for the gut. I think that a gut or side seems safer, like effective, but not like deadly.
Also, just like for the sake of
the neck, under the arms,
everyone's
stomach,
comfort
thighs,
level
and
in this
groin.
world building, can we just say that like we're not gonna accidentally kill this person?
There's no way I'm gonna accidentally kill this person. They are unconscious. That is their consequence.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'll go for like the gut. Grab by the collar, gut, and like, because they're trying to roll back, they go too far and like slam into the wall, and that knocks them unconscious. Then you have to drop them. And then I turn the taser off and throw it back to Alistair.
Who like catches it and then just stares at Saint for a second.
Yeah. I'm the hottest guy in this building. We spent all this time prepping for this fight. I did it in one roll. I am feeling so powerful right now. You guys cannot imagine.
Takes up the fucking All Saints clock. Come on, because that was such a move.
They clatter to the floor and a switchblade falls out of their robes.
Great. My blade now. I'm going to take that. What is that, a 2 or a 1? In terms of
That's
shifts?
a 2, because it's not an improvised weapon. It's a
Actually, I'm going to hand that to Alistair because he doesn't have anything else. So, I'm going to pick that up and also toss that to you.
Okay. Catches it, flicks it open, and then flicks it shut.
Okay.
On our scale, according to the Fate rulebook, it's like improvised and blunt weapons are 1.
Or
That's
1.
a bladed weapon, so that's 2.
So that's a 2, yeah.
Okay.
We should hide them. Yeah, someplace they're not going to be found right away. Okay.
Yep.
Your mission, Agent 47.
I am not gonna here's the point is I just destroyed this person. I am not gonna be able to pick them up on my own though, because my athletics is a 0.
I mean, so is mine. Between the two of us, we'll figure it out.
Between the two of us, we can figure it out, yeah.
I will say that during this time, as especially since we are no longer in combat, your disorientation from the light blowing out fades.
Okay.
And you are back to your normal skills.
Cool. Blink it off. Okay.
Are they wearing one of those robes that we've seen the cultists in before?
Absolutely.
Fascinating.
Cool, we should take that.
Yeah,
Literally,
we should.
Your mission, Agent 47. No, we should fucking take that.
I'm gonna take that. I think you should also have that because your deception is
Yeah.
good.
Also, I'm not the one who
They also specifically because I tried to steal the visitor.
Yeah.
Might be more aware of me. I don't know, but also I can't lie for fuck.
It's worth it.
Yeah,
So
so we'll
I think
take
we
that.
should let's stash this individual somewhere. There's got to be like a closet.
Yeah, is there like a closet in here, maybe in the hallway right outside that we would remember?
It would be really funny if, obviously they die from hypothermia, but it'd be really funny if you just dumped them in the snowbank.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I thought of
There's
it.
just a person-shaped
Whoop.
like gingerbread cookie hole at the top of the snow.
Yeah, no.
No, this is a low chaos run, Ben.
Yeah. We've already lost the no detection part, but we will do no kills.
Yeah.
Not our fault.
We'll pick this individual up by, shoulders and thighs, probably, basically, or hands and feet, and
Do they have anything else on them that is interesting or helpful?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, nearest closet. Put him in there.
Yep. I am gonna peel the robe off and take it.
Sure, let's say there's, it's like a decorative chest in the lounge, but you're able to stash someone in there.
Sure.
Because it is decorative, it is empty.
Cool. All right.
I like it.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah.
Like the kind of like an old steamer trunk that gets turned into a coffee table.
Yeah, sure.
I literally have one of those in my apartment.
Yeah. It sounds like the attic is our next stop. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't I'm just like, I would like to poke, like, kind of very delicately, like, try to poke my head a little bit into the kitchen to see if I think there's, like, more people in there.
You poke your head into the kitchen and you do not see that there is anybody in there.
Okay.
You must have stumbled across a lone scout.
Can we maybe do a quick listen to hear if, like, anyone is around, even? Like, are people coming? Or, as we, like, are moving to the storage, are there people upstairs, like, where they might be? Probably a notice, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. You have a +2 to... I'll roll 2. Oh, I'll give you a +1.
Oh, sick, okay. Ah. Sorry, I tried to pick my dice all up as a stack and dropped them, and for some reason that
and they were like,
me way
I'm
more
out of
than
here.
it had any right to. That is a... That works out to a 0 on the dice, so it's a 2.
Alright. A 3? Because I gave you a +1.
A 3, because I got a +1 from Saint.
Yeah.
These dice are... I think I finally found dice that don't roll.
I was gonna
like
say, you've
shit
been rolling
for
better.
me.
Hell yeah.
I got my... these
Go
are
fight win.
cool
Oh, those are
fucking-
neat.
I
oh, yeah.
specifically
I remember you...
bought these to be Alistair dice, so...
Yeah. He knows. He can tell.
He knows.
Okay.
Once again, I am not by name shouting out my favorite handmade dice maker, but if you come ask me on Discord, I will tell you.
You definitely hear a source of sound upstairs. You can hear, maybe not the individual footsteps, but you can hear the creaking in the building that results from perhaps a group of people walking around.
Okay.
At least more than 2.
Okay. Roughly, like, where are they hanging out? Okay. But we are in, like, the north east side of the building, yeah?
Correct.
So they are hanging out in the northeast part of the upstairs, is what I am trying to determine.
I think you could surmise. Yeah.
Okay. That's just, I wanted to confirm that we weren't... I wanted to confirm we weren't hearing it, like, further south or whatever. We're hearing it, like, above us. Okay. We want to go to the west side. So we want to go to the attic for sure. And I think it was implied maybe, like, the west part. But the attic, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully the stairs up to the attic are not where those guys are hanging. So...
Yeah.
But first of all, stairs. Were there stairs in the... like, lobby? Do I remember that correct? Or am I
Yes, because the
making that
bellhop ghost came down them.
Okay.
There is a big, exposed, kind of square-shaped spiral staircase going up.
Okay. Well, okay. So
As opposed to like a very narrow, spiraled metal one like you might see in an antique library. Think like one of those big, huge lobby staircases where it goes up, right angle, up some more.
Yeah.
And it's never encased so much as it is like,
Okay.
you know, it's exposed in the sense that the handrail.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so if we want to go to the attic, we're going to need to go to those stairs first.
Yeah.
Unless we want to try and find another set of stairs. There's a lot of this building we haven't checked out yet. But, I don't know. The more time we goof around, the more I'm worried we'll get found again. And I might not be quite so successful the second time.
No, that was quite the lucky shot. Up on the parts of the hotel parts of the building, I feel like we're more likely to find some sort of maintenance access.
Emergency stair.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, let's get to it, I guess.
We will head for the atrium, hopefully not encountering any more fucking bellhop ghosts on the way.
I mean, maybe if we run into the bellhop ghost, we could be like, "Hey, how to get to attic?"
Not a bad idea. Or we can ask it where they keep the climbing equipment.
That is true. Oh man, I forgot we do want that. Maybe that'll also be upstairs.
That's something that I feel like we should
Knock on wood.
keep an eye out or try to find, is figure out where
Totally.
the emergency rescue stuff
Yeah,
is.
if they have any.
If they
But
have any.
worth looking. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I think the the idea was we need to get upstairs, see if we can find some climbing equipment. Maybe if we see it, but the main plan is try and get to the attic. That's where the visitor is. So, that sound good?
Sure. If we head up to the hotel room floors, that's where we'll probably find any sort of maintenance access.
Emergency
attic.
stairs.
Yeah.
How many levels is this building?
3.
Is that inclusive of the attic or exclusive of the attic? Is it like there are 3 visible stories from outside, and then we presume, like...
There are 3 visible stories from outside.
Okay, so we probably need to get up to the 3rd floor, and that's where we'll find attic access.
Yeah. Okay. We do that. I think we should just go to the elevator.
we'll head. I guess we should head for
lobby.
the main stairs, because I think that's the only stairs we've seen.
Yeah, we could explore the rest of this floor, but, like, I don't know. The more we explore this floor, the more likely it is that someone's going to be like, hey,
what's up?
who are you guys? Now that we have a cult robe, I just realized that we could do, like, a Wookiee in handcuff situation where you could be like, guess who I found?
God.
Hopefully we'll come to that.
We'll keep that in the back pocket. But we absolutely could put the handcuffs on the Wookiee.
Yeah.
You walk back through the theatrical room and through that initial long hallway that leads back to the lobby. With the sun having set, you notice that the warm glow previously ascribed to this room has long since faded, and it looks as... There's something about the light that is kind of highlighting the more decrepit nature of this building, even though you can assume that the front door area is relatively heavily used. There's just something about the way this building is cast in this kind of dark light that just gives it a very eerie factor. Something about the age, perhaps. To the left of you is the bank of elevators leading up to guest rooms, and to the right is that giant square wooden staircase.
No bellhop?
The bellhop is not immediately visible. However, you can hear and see a pen scratching away on a notepad on the front desk.
So the concierge. Okay.
Trying to figure out if we should go ask
the manager.
Should we go ask the concierge where the fucking rescue equipment is?
Or the climbing... Maybe. We can.
It's kind of fun. I'm kind of a big fan of the talk to the ghosts plan. It's worked out pretty
fun.
well so far.
It has. We've gotten some significant benefits from talking to the ghosts so far. This does increase the chance that someone's going to wander in and be like, hey guys, what's up? But that information that we get might be worth it.
Yeah, I think Alistair will kind of lean into Saint as we're both noticed the fucking pen taking notes seemingly of its own accord. And say speaking with the resident phenomena has been useful up to this point. I think it's worth inquiring after the safety equipment.
Worth a shot anyway. You want me to handle that while you keep a lookout for any additional cultists, or do you want to be part of this conversation?
In this kind of situation, I'm used to getting my information through deception, misdirection. Does one generally need to lie to ghosts?
You wouldn't lie to a ghost.
I mean, the St. Garcia Flores story.
That's a good question. It kind of depends. There's a difference between lying and buying into their story. They will generally set the the scene.
I'll keep an eye out, and if you think trying to override the situation, like with the bellhop, becomes useful.
I want to clarify this for a point of, like, we have established that Snape's not very good at lying. The way I'm thinking about it is sometimes, and this is some established, like, horror movie malarkey, trying to tell a ghost they're dead and, like, convince them that, like, their afterlife is, sometimes makes things worse. Which is why I'm thinking that, like, he's not thinking this is technically lying, rather than just, like, buying into the bit, which is why I think he's probably not quite so bad at it. And I am hoping that Ben will not make me roll deception for this kind of thing, but we'll see. Okay.
No,
he's just
empathy.
Yeah. He's just shaking his head.
That's interesting, because that's like, you're not contradicting someone is not the same as lying to them.
Yeah. Yeah. They have, which is why I'm saying they have set the scene. They have said, like, yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I'll walk up to the desk then. Hi there.
The pen continues to scratch away.
Okay. What are they writing?
It doesn't look like anything.
It
appears that it's a symbol of letters, just at random. There seems to be no way to decipher anything there. It almost seems like it's the act of writing itself.
So the spirit, maybe there isn't a whole lot left.
Possibly.
Yeah, can I roll an empathy to determine if that is a, like, muscle memory, there's not really anybody there other than, like, that the acts of these are things I did while I alive, or if this is just, like, or if I can get anything out of this.
Really like the idea that it's like, nah, this is really just the ghost of a hand.
You feel that, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Negative and neutral, and 2 positives, so overall, that is a 5.
Saint, there's something about your innate connection to ghosts that you've honed over the years, where you can sense that there is something a little more powerful than just a poltergeist here. There is a stronger presence than just this repetitive spiritual action.
Okay. So there is, like, a quote unquote being here. It's not just like the
yes.
like, yeah.
Well above a poltergeist or just phenomenon. You get the idea that there is a stronger presence on the other side of the desk. You just haven't. It's just not paying attention to you, or it isn't attuned to your world, or something like that.
Does it seem like I could attune it to my world or get it to interact with me, or does it seem like this is just gonna be?
Yeah, it seems like you could. You have a number of ways of reaching out into the spirit world, whether that's through song and dance in the past, or I really do make it sound like you tap and do song.
It sounds like I do. I'm like in a fucking musical of Phantom. Like, yeah. I'm on Broadway.
Whether that's by speaking with them directly, as you just tried, whether through song, whether through interacting with their elements. You know, there's a number of ways to try to get their attention.
Is there a bell there?
There is.
Fuck, do I want to ring a bell, though?
Live dangerously.
Yeah, I do, because I think it'll be interesting. So I'll do a ding-ding.
The pen stops writing and sets itself solidly, almost with like a military snap, at the side of the notepad. Do you look down when that happens?
Yeah.
When you look up, you see the pale blue face of the concierge. Good evening. Welcome to Springwood Lodge.
Thank you. Actually, I'm not sure if you remember me, but my friend and I checked in yesterday. I just have a question, if that's all right.
Oh, yes, quite all right. I'm here to serve.
We were looking at maybe doing some, light climbing. I know that's not typically what you do here. It's more of a ski lodge, but we didn't bring anything with us. We forgot it at home. Do you guys have any kind of climbing equipment here?
Quite dangerous, that, if you don't know what you're doing, but I suppose you could have a word with our facility desk in the chalet. They may be able to assist you, although I, of course, would recommend waiting until daybreak to do that.
No, absolutely. And my friend and I are actually quite experienced. We just, like I said, we happened to forget our equipment at home and wanted to get some practice in while we were here. So, where's the chalet again?
Of course, I completely understand. In your hurry to arrive at our luxurious resort. So it goes. The chalet is just outside of our west entrance. If you simply walk down that hall, he points to the hall opposite the one that you came in from, well past the guest rooms, that is where you will find the chalet at the base of our chairlift.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
Of course. We, of course, appreciate your business. Do not hesitate to reach out if you need anything else.
Will do. Thank you. Have a good night.
His eyes have been this kind of... He doesn't have pupils. His eyes have been this kind of pale swirl in his head.
Cool.
But for a moment, you feel as though he is making the most direct eye contact that he can. Perhaps through some sort of whatever spiritual dimension splits you two apart. But you feel a moment of genuine sincerity when you hear, "You have a good night as well," before the spirit fades away and the pen begins to write.
Yeah, I love Luigi's Mansion. Sorry.
I mean, that's what I'm fucking thinking about.
I know, me too. Okay, I'll turn back to Alistair. Okay, well, I did just make that noise. And I'm gonna be honest, it sounds like there's people kicking it upstairs. Maybe we want to go get the equipment and check out that weird hole in the ground before we head upstairs? Or do you want to do that after? I'm imagining that if we grab the visitor, there's going to be a lot of drama. There's going to be a lot going on. Maybe we should save that until after we complete everything else. What do you think?
I would imagine, yes, if we get the hands on the eldritch source of their cult's power and influence, that might cause some brouhaha.
Yeah, I think maybe we want to run with that and get out of here. So, if we're going to climb, let's climb first.
Okay. Yeah, let's head in the direction of the chalet.
What you've just been listening to was ParaScience, a glimpse into a world unknown. It was an actual play horror adventure told to you through the Fate system. Our players are Ezra Kaye as Agent Alister McAndrews and Matty Trumbo-Gomes as capable young man St. Garcia Flores. As for myself, I was your game master and disembodied voice, Ben Hamlin. I also produced this show. Our theme song is by the incorporeal Johnny Rinaldo, and our logo was created by the haunted visage of Terra Bosart. We are currently in the process of remastering and transcribing earlier episodes of the show, and for that I would like to thank Glory Duda, Marcel Hood, and Julie Cooper, as they write down our every word and weave an intricate web of audio for you. You can stay tuned to our social media channels for more information on these developments. This show is brought to you by Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. You can follow us on social media at InfinityBreak23 and check out our website for all of our other podcasts at InfinityBreak.net. We appreciate you listening to this program. If you want to help spread the word, there are a good many ways to do that. Word of mouth helps us immensely, and you can add us at ParaSciencePod on Twitter. And while you're at it, why not tag InfinityBreak23? We have a Patreon at patreon.com/InfinityBreak, where you can start donating to Infinity Break for as little as $1 a month. And if you listen to Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a review. Lastly, I would encourage you to join the haunted chorus of voices at the Infinity Break fan Discord. That's bit.ly/InfinityTalk, capital I Infinity, capital T Talk. That's all for now. Let ParaScience never let you sleep, like a knocking sound from the attic or a drop of blood from the ceiling. Be careful where you step this chapter.